Okay, so after a brief delay, once again, technology problems, but what can you do? We're all betrothed to Bill Gates in some ways and his Windows updates. But anyway, welcome back to the Shattered Teeth, everybody. Seems as if you got a bit of a direction in life now, shall we say. Interesting choices ahead. Fate of not only the Shattered Teeth area, perhaps beyond that as well. So last we left off, you were on a boat leaving Arbor Island on a mission to go somewhere. You've just left port. Hope everybody's leveled up their characters. What I'm interested to know is, what would you like to do next, mighty band of adventurers?
I think we were heading towards Selsa Taesi.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I believe that's what we decided on last.
Mm-hmm. We do all the stuff we had to do here first. We need all the stuff we need to do to get out.
Did we buy alcohol for the ship?
Oh, I have alcohol.
But you said you're
There we
not
go.
sharing.
I am not.
If Ken Ryu would like to retcon that and explain to me how he gets past the 18 age limit,
No,
then
I have alter self to make myself look like an adult. Or gnome.
A halfling or
Okay, feel free to drop a little silver then, and if you like Ken Ryu and buy some with your alter self, that's no problem. Is there anything else people would like to do or talk about or anything? Keep in mind you've got Sister Abidi with you. She is more than willing to help with this quest. Is there anything you'd like to do along the way to Selsa Taesi, or?
Throw a couple silver into the water.
Yes, please. Let us do that before we cause another catastrophe.
Yeah.
Okay, and Softy and the rest of the crew, they all either throw a copper, and Softy throws a silver. Okay, let me just. Okay, so silver's put into the water. The crew gives you a silent nod, respecting you for making a more appropriate decision, as opposed to just ignoring the whole thing. And, yes, so you sail on. It's quite a pleasant sail. Nothing terribly amazing or interesting happens along the way. And you pull up to the port called Udas Therapy. Now, the first thing you notice, just from approaching Selsa Taesi, is it's almost surrounded by desert, and I think one of you learned before, it's almost like a kingdom to itself. It's not really associated with the Ascended Host or the Wonderment Assembling or anything else from that matter. You don't notice a bunch of crops around Selsa Taesi, which strikes you as immediately odd, because who the hell could grow crops in this type of weather, this type of climate, very dry? And you approach the docks of Selsa Taesi, and the very first thing you notice about the docks is they're terrible. Like, there's about three main, piers that come out, and one of them is half fallen into the water, and the rest of the two don't look much better. You do notice there's some odd fishing boats coming back and forth into Selsa Taesi. They are equally in poor condition. They're made from wood, but you can tell there's a couple of fishermen, and one's steering the boat, one's casually chucking out bucket of water after bucket of water. It doesn't seem too concerned about it, as if it's happened before. But the ships are in extremely poor condition. They kind of match the docks. So, mighty band of adventurers, what would you like to do from here?
Can I check to see, I'm gonna go to the front of the ship and just look down into the water. It doesn't look like there's, rocks or anything along the bottom, that we're gonna hit or anything, does it?
Make a perception check.
Oh, I'm great at that.
Go, Mara, go.
It is not a Mara.
Oh, it's not terrible. You lean over the side. The water is quite clear. There's no reefs or coral or anything like that. And with that perception check, you figure this is a great place for a city because it's a great place for a harbor.
Fair enough. And I figure I'll go back to what I was doing. Jeez, Eunice, I have no idea what we're doing here. What do we get for you again?
Yeah.
We're here to meet. Hold on, I have his name.
Basalt.
Basalt.
That's all.
There.
Sounds like a drug.
That's kind of lava rock it is.
Wait, is this a drug trip? What are we grabbing? Like,
I don't know.
Lava
okay.
rock.
I was told basalt in Selsa
Damn.
Taesi.
Okay.
Do you know
Okay,
where
well-
we should start looking?
Fucking port, I guess.
Heard.
I mean, I guess if we go around asking for a basalt, somebody's got to know it's an interesting enough name. Can we dock the boat, please?
Softy says, "Of course." And all the men on your crew, they trim the sails, they go up and they gradually boom right up next to the dock, and the men go and secure the old Bessie securely to the docks, and no one approaches you, no one says boo. No harbour master, no guards. You do know some guards sort of. There's two exits from the harbour into the city itself. And just from now looking into the city looks, quite frankly, magnificent. There's lots of buildings, they're colourful, there's markets bubbling all around the place, people are dressed in bright colours, it's almost looks like it could be an older city, like it looks like bits and pieces have been built on other tips and pieces, but it appears to be doing quite well. Its decadence shows in the general area of the city, which kind of stands in slight contrast to the harbour. But once again, you dock your boats. Softy says, "Well, we'll keep an eye on this. You got some business here with us. We'll keep hold of the ship. A little concerned there's no harbour master. No one is asking us for docking fees, but over to you guys, I guess."
Everybody ready?
What?
Yeah.
For whatever's gonna happen.
Going into town.
Okay, you jump off the boat and the wharf creaks under your feet. It's slightly odd once again. But yeah. Now, as I said, there's two places out. There's two exits out of this harbour. And there's two entrances, and one there's a whole bunch of guards, about 5, 6, 7 of them, dressed colourfully as well. Not like normal guards who just wear whatever. Once again, brightly coloured yellows, reds, greens, all that type of stuff. Are you casting Divine Sense?
Yes, because I have lots of those and never use them. So.
Okay. So, I'll say you cast it kind of once you get closer into the city, and there's one thing that pings as undead, but he's your buddy, and you're not that concerned about it. But no celestials, no fiends, no undead, or for that matter, I think, does it do consecrated ground? Yeah, no consecrated or desecrated ground either.
Udas with one bottle in his hand would just walk around pointing at people asking, "Do you know basalt?" And for every, let's say, 3 or 4 people that don't know, he'll take a drink.
You ask some random people on the docks, fishermen coming in, and they look at you and they just shake their head. They don't say anything, they just shake their head. And you take a drink?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As I said, 2 exits, one with lots of guards and one with no guards. Which one would you like to go to?
I feel like we're gonna get mugged at one of these, but I'm not sure which one it's gonna be.
No guards. You just vote no guards.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay. I guess we'll go there. No guards.
So you go down the no guards one, and the guards kind of watch you go, kind of shrug, not terribly interested. And you come to another intersection with a choice of 2 paths. And guards kind of come out from some of the side streets, and they block one of the entrances. So you have another choice. Do you go where the guards are, or do you go the other option?
Avoiding guards, probably. I don't wonder why I'm avoiding them, but what do you guys want to do?
Are they the same guards? Are they fucking with us? Can I see that?
Make a perception check.
Okay. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Why are you getting...
+0, that's not terrible, that's average. Not the same guards. They're similarly resplendent. They've all got very, very dark skin, almost verging on purple skin. And that they look at you. They're, once again, bright colors, not really acknowledging your presence, but definitely blocking one of the ways.
Did we ask if they know Basalt? Or where we can find that person?
After my last run-in with guards, I feel like we should just...
That was, of course, the
Keep
Assemblies,
going
is
the other
not
way.
here, so...
I don't know what you're referring to.
I mean, here, I'm brightly colored. I'll go up and ask them. I'll walk up in my bright pink glory and ask them if they know a basalt.
They kind of shake their head in a direction where the opened intersection. Like, yeah, kind of nodding off in that direction, not actually saying anything.
You're quite friendly folk, huh?
Just give you a blank stare.
You're good here. Like, blink twice if you're in danger.
Lets out a big sigh. Blinks normally.
Okay, well, it was lovely speaking at you. Okay, well...
Speaking at you.
Like, we'll head down the other way, I guess.
Lauren will, in the guy's head, be like, hey man, why don't you talk?
He looks momentarily perplexed as he looks around and sees you looking at him. Shrugs.
Deal, bro.
Do they look bored, or they look disinterested, or...
They look like they're trying to make it so we don't go by them, right?
You can make an insight check if you like.
Alright.
Boy.
Not great rolls. Both of us.
You're not sure. They could be bored, they could be fucking with you, they could be trying to send you in a certain direction. You're not at all sure.
Udis is just going to try and walk past them.
They bar your way and grab the hilts of their swords. They don't let you pass.
So they do move. Okay.
Oh, they're not like statues. They're like just standing there and,
They're assholes.
Yeah.
Being rude.
And as you approach and kind of barge into one, they'll put this hands on the hilt of their sword and they point their head in the direction of the open intersection.
Alright, they want to go the other way.
Can I see anything past them as I bump into them, or is it just
Now that you're a little bit away from the wharf, as I said, it's looks magnificent here. The streets are paved nicely. There's not that stale smell of urine you'd expect in some of the cheaper cities. Everything's nice, pleasant fragrances. You look down, it appears to be more residential housing with people hanging up their sheets, children playing around. It looks like a normal, everyday scene in a city, albeit a very, a rich city, I guess.
People around them, people look normal.
Yeah, they look normal. Everybody, once again, is dressed in very bright silks. Yeah, dark skin. Most of them have short black hair.
and how many people are back towards the intersection that they keep in the stores? Like in that direction, how many people are
Looks about the same.
there? Okay.
Is it just us? Is it just us that's not allowed? Like, can they not tell us that? Like, if you tell us it, we're not gonna be bummed about it, man. Like, I just want to know.
They just shake their head and nod in the direction of the open intersection.
What language do they speak?
Eh,
You hear noises in the background, and common is being spoken. So it's not doesn't appear to be a language barrier.
Should we just go to the way that they're pointing?
Yeah.
yeah, it's just weird.
I don't have
It's
any reason
weird.
not to.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
Okay, so you travel down this quite a narrow road, and this time there's a choice of 3 intersections, and 2 of the intersections, just as you're approaching, deciding which way to go, once again get filled up with guards, leaving only one way forward.
What the fuck?
Are we are being herded. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We are, yes, but
But
I
why
don't
and where? Yeah.
So the question is, do we allow ourselves to
You
be
just-
herded to try and spring the trap, or do we just bust through these idiots
Well,
and go see what's happening?
Does it look like the path behind us has been closed off?
Nope.
I mean, I don't. Do we have any direction we want to go? We don't necessarily want to get fight a bunch of guards again.
Again.
Right off the bat, right? So I would suggest just going with it until we know there's a danger, and then we'll adjust when we understand what the danger is, or until they give us down direction we don't want to go.
Yeah. And I'll go over to like one of the guards or whatever, and I'll ask, is Basalt this way? Can you just give us like a head nod?
Heads
like-
nod at the open intersection.
Okay,
Alright,
well,
there
I'm
you
going to assume that they are trying to guide us in the most strange way possible, so I guess this is the way.
Udas is going to take a big sip of his drink and then walk over to one of the guards and spit it in his face.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh lord.
Okay.
Okay.
Going to jail
That is
again.
disgusting.
Again.
It's okay, they wouldn't arrest a child. It's just juvie for you.
Anyways,
The guy grabs his hand, brings it down the face, pushes off the rum. Is it rum?
Yeah, let's say rum. Sounds good.
Gestures down the street again, and then BAM! Tries to punch you in the face.
Honestly deserved.
if
If he hits, I'll take it because honestly, I thought these guys were just fucking zombies and didn't have it in them. So
Okay.
I'll take it.
Punches you in the face. He rolls a 19 on the dice, so that's definitely going to hit you. And 3 points of bludgeoning damage as he clocks you right onto the nose.
Got him.
I'll just smile and say, "All right, fair enough. I didn't think he had it in him, and I'll just walk on with the group."
What the fuck? Oh,
I
well,
thought they were fucking zombies, guys.
that's fair. That's fair.
Well, they're not undead. We know because
Not literal undead, but like brain zombies.
Zombies to the monarchy, and
Why aren't
Oh.
they speaking?
I know it's fucking weird. I feel that too. I will prestidigitate the rum and spit off of this poor motherfucker and like spray him down with essentially perfume with my prestidigitation, so that he doesn't smell like spit and rum.
He sighs once again. Nods off in the direction.
punches you. At this point.
I'll as we're kind of going by, I'll be like, okay, now remember, I'm helping you out. So if you do end up having to kill us,
Eris is making deals, so she's the only person to survive. Okay, so you're going to go down the intersection that's not blocked?
Yeah.
It happens again. Guards kind of come out the side streets and giving you only one option, one way forward.
there are a lot of you guys
way
here.
to go.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Like, you got no reason.
Would you like to just...
Like, I'll coordinate this? Like, this is impressive. Is it different guys every time? Like,
Make a perception check.
oh.
Yeah,
I mean, I
you're not
convinced you
sure.
for the bit.
I
VV's genius.
yeah, you're not sure. I mean, you've seen like a good 20 guards now. They're all dressed similarly, but you're not sure. They could be
And
just
all the
bouncing around.
buildings are different. And
Oh yeah, you're not going around in circles or anything. You're going into different districts within the city. And once again, people are just going about their lives.
Honestly, that makes it spookier. Like, I don't. It's just so fucking weird. Okay, I guess I'm gonna keep going. Are you gonna spit in somebody else's face, Udas, or are you good?
no, I thought he wasn't. He was just gonna stand there, and then I would be proven right. But you know, there's still something fucked up going on here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, people don't do this for normal shit. Like, very
I'm
strange.
sure they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
So
Fucking
after
weird job.
Judas goes all Karen on these simple city workers, hope it was worth the 3 hit points.
It was.
Oh, good. I liked it. So you keep on. You're just going to keep on following where they're obviously directing you. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Right. Let's say that's supposed to do differently.
Are you walking Tana? Is Tana back at the ship? Is Tana by your...
Walking Tana. So she's.
I'm walking
he's got
Tana.
a-
So not
yeah,
riding, but
riding.
just grabbing her by
Yeah.
the bridle, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So this happens kind of 4 or 5 times, and looking around and getting basic direction. Search for the manager. Guys, speak to the manager. You eventually, just by the sense of direction, you head to the center of the city. And the center of the city is a little bit different. At the center of the city, there's a ziggurat. I assume you all know what a ziggurat is, because I didn't about 6 months ago.
It's like a pyramid type building.
Yeah, but kind of flat on the top with stairs up the side, but very similar to a pyramid. So right at the center of town, there's this ziggurat. It looks much like the docks and the boats that you saw coming in. It looks like a mess. Like as if it's been hit a few times. It's been broken in places. Some of the steps have been ruined. It's pretty much like that, as you see in Discord. And so a lot of the stairs that lead up to the flat top are broken. There's no easy way to get up there. What strikes you as odd, though, is there are people climbing to the top of the ziggurat, even though there doesn't appear to be much at the top, like there's no nothing of interest, just a flat top. But they're not so much climbing up the top as crawling up the top, like going on their hands and knees and trying to get to the top of the ziggurat. And because of the poor condition of the ziggurat, they're cut up. You see blood on their shins, on their elbows, on their arms. Some people have obviously slipped and bashed into their face. And there's about 10 or so of these people just slowly climbing up, stumbling on a little bit of rock that comes off. And the whole thing, this has obviously been happening more than once. There's dried blood all over the ziggurat. And that's what you see. And there's a door at the front of the ziggurat.
Is there any of those weirdo guards around here?
Yeah. You see some and they kind of nod, implying you should go into the ziggurat.
I thought so. Okay.
I'm like, only if you say pretty, please.
Do we have to crawl, or is that just like a suggestion?
People are well, I'll answer that question in a second, but just to be clear, people are crawling up the sides. The entrance is open and you could just walk into the entrance. And the guy stares back at you in response to your question. Just nods in the direction of the entrance into the ziggurat, which is right at the base.
Are people even like able to climb up the side of it, and are they just failing horribly, or?
It would be a challenge to climb if you just wanted to climb it, but crawling up is very slow and very arduous. So they're definitely doing it the hard way. You feel, Soren, you could get up there pretty easily. You might bang up your knee a couple of times, but you could get up there. Take you 5-10 minutes maybe.
Yeah, like wall climb or something.
Oh, especially Soren. You could dash up there no problem. But just back before your life changed, human Soren, just could have got up there easily. So these people are definitely doing it the hard way.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, that's why
Guys,
let's play out.
Do
And
we
figure it
just
out.
enter the ziggurat?
Yeah, just go in and let's keep play it out until we see what's going on.
I gotta say, I would rather kill you all in another accident than go into this place. We can go back to the ship.
We have already gotten this far. I am already so curious as to what the fuck is going on. We really gonna
Yeah.
leave? This is the weirdest shit that's happened, like,
And so far, no
in
danger.
the past
I mean,
couple days, and we just fought
That's
fucking mind
the
flayers.
most
Like,
fucked up part. There
I mean,
hasn't
Go ahead.
been any danger. There's been nothing. This is no. I don't.
this is just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, up you
They're
go.
not stopping us from leaving. Where the fuck are the other people from the ships that came in?
I don't know, up there maybe.
You only saw fishing boats. There was no other similar ships to us. Just fishing boats and poorly maintained fishing boats at that.
But everything is so nice, but the boats are shit.
The boats are shit. The wharf is shit. The rest of the city is fantastic.
Why would you ever
Whatever is-
leave if the city's nice? Like, this is just so weird.
I know, that's why. Just keep going. Let's just kind of go until there's some point of danger, maybe point of truth. We want to get out of here, but for now, nothing bad happening. So
Nothing bad's happening and everybody's freaking out.
it's weird. I know.
Have we seen anyone go through the front of it yet?
Make a perception check.
I assume we've been here for like at least 10 minutes. That's
Ken Ryu is at least making attention. There is nobody that's gone in or out since you've had eyes on the front of the ziggurat.
okay.
Do we have anybody here reach thoughts? No, right?
But Soren can.
Okay,
I mean,
let me bring up
I
his
get-
character and I'll have a look.
No, Soren. No.
Soren, not
Oh,
Soren.
Soren. Sorry. I said
Oh,
Roman.
yeah,
I
Let's-
can't read.
we
people's
can have roaming go in first, and then come back out and tell us what's inside.
I kind of just secretly left him at the boat. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I'm all for going inside.
Yeah,
I
this is
think we
weird.
should just do it.
Yeah. mean-
Soren wants to approach one of the people like getting ready to climb the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And just ask them like, what's going on.
They do actually respond to you,
Weird.
and they say, and they don't really look at you. It's a young female in her 20s, not, you know. Sorry, just and they look back at you. Well, they don't look back at you at all. I'm not going to answer that, Soren. And she says, through pain, there is much to be learned. Through pain, there is much to be learned.
And she's just repeating that.
She said it twice, and then she starts crawling up.
Yeah, it's some kind of cultish thing, huh?
So I'll just like casually climb beside her, like without an effort, and just be like, so like, why is no one going through the front door?
Through pain, there is much to be learned.
Figured as much.
As you ponder what this strange lass is doing, I need to quickly say goodnight to my kids. So if you give me just a couple of moments, I'll let you ponder this. Okay, be right back, guys.
You do that all the time.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Okay.
They will, but if they do try and buy it, then we know that they're bad.
There you go.
That's true. That's the trick. That's how we know. Welcome back.
Yep. So I'm back. What's going on? What do you want to do?
Soren's gonna just climb to the top casually. Without
Okay.
sweat,
I'd
hopefully.
Yeah, well, especially with the climbing speed, you climb up there, get to the top. It's the top of a ziggurat. Nothing much of note here.
Is anyone else even up here?
If you wait a couple of minutes, a person gets to the top,
Oh.
and they get to the top,
Cool.
and
Jump off.
no, they turn around and start crawling back down again.
I am so confused. Is there like a door up here?
Nope. The only door to the ziggurat appears to be at the bottom.
These people are fucking weird. Okay. Soren will just like slide down.
Okay, with the amount of blood on the temple, that is very easy to do. So, slide down.
And he'll get to the bottom like, whew. Learned so much from that pain and just walk away.
Okay.
And he'll go back to the group and be like, these people are weird.
All right, time to go inside now, right?
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, you head into the entranceway. You notice the guards that were kind of watching you just dissipate and start going about their business. And inside, once again, as a contrast, marbled works of art everywhere, vases, paintings, just absolutely magnificent. And you see some various people going about the business inside of this temple. And a man approaches you. And once again, dark-skinned, he's got no hair, flowing right robes. And he says, Jessif will see you now, if you just follow me. And he starts scampering down this grand entrance to the ziggurat.
You said Joseph will see us?
Jessif.
Joseph.
Like, got it in the chat there. Jessif.
We're looking for a basalt.
Yes.
Or-
I understand. Jessif will see you now.
Do you understand?
Oh,
You don't understand.
We said basalt.
I heard what you said. Yes, basalt is in the city, but Jessif will see you now.
Is he the ruler of this city?
I think only Jessif could answer that question.
Okay. Can I insight check him to see if he's lying about the salt being in here
Sure.
in the city? 19.
You don't doubt him. He seems to you believe him when he says basalt is in the city.
Okay.
Is there some problem? Jessif is waiting. He's not one who likes to be kept waiting.
Oh,
No problem.
yeah, I'll head to wherever he pointed to go to.
Okay, so he scuttles along this marble grand entrance, and he goes towards the back, which opens up into a much bigger room, almost octagonal in shape. And standing at the far end of this octagonal chamber, there's a table, and he's sitting at the head of the table. And he says, Jessif, the person who is directly said, Jessif, we have some new arrivals in town. And you see Jessif, he's got his hair kind of pulled back into tight dreadlocks, which is kept together with almost put them into a ponytail at the back. He's got long orange robes on, pretty much solid orange. He's got a lot of jewelry around his neck. He's got necklaces on. His ears are pierced multiple times. He's got multiple rings on each fingers. And he just beckons you all. Please, have a seat.
Internal
They're
set?
like chairs?
Yeah,
Or
there's
are we
chairs.
sitting on the ground here? Okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's sitting at the head of
Weird.
a nice table. It's strangely made from. It's more like a metal table than a wooden table, but it's a very fine metal table. But it's the only thing that really strikes you as odd. And there's metal seats there for you to sit on as well. And he just gestures you to sit down.
I guess I'll take a seat.
Can I take a quick look at my chair before I sit down? I'm getting some weird, like, trap chair vibes.
Make a perception check. Looks like a chair.
Okay, and then so I shall sit.
Shell said.
It's-
I'm going to rewind a little bit. Yes, Joseph will see you now, but I must insist that your horse stays outside. I'm sure you understand.
So you know the Heath Ledger movie where the horse walks in, belongs to that. He looks kind of uncomfortable for a minute about trying this out, and then looks at Tana and kisses his hat, and then you see a quick little blink that makes you kind of blink your eyes, and then Tana's gone.
Oh, that will suffice. Thank you.
So Ray gives a quick little thanks to Charity and Coyote and joins the group. Kind of surprised that it worked, but pleased.
Okay. So yeah, but yes, as we discussed privately, I know what that's about, and yeah, it's fine. And you. So we'll fast forward again now that the Tana complications have been sorted out.
Yeah.
And he says, "Please seat. Eris, you take a good look at your seat. Everything is normal. It just looks like a normal seat." Anybody not sitting down?
Yeah, Rape's down.
That's it.
So you sit down. And Joseph says, "Who are you? Why are you here?" It's a simple question.
Oh, we're searching for a person named Basalt.
And you're
Hi, I'm Soren. He has started.
And I'm Ken Ryu.
There you go.
Guys,
And-
wanna introduce yourself?
the rest of you.
Rafe.
Udas is just looking around still. He's like checking. He doesn't like this place, but he'll Udas.
I'm Eris. Hi, nice to meet you. And your weird interrogation room.
What is weird about it? We have decorated it pleasantly. I mean, we have this magnificent table, these chairs that our finest craftsmen have made. We have paintings up, we have vases. What, pray tell, is weird about my temple? Just stares at you, Eris.
You know, there's some blood decorating the outside of it, and that's a little strange. I tend not to use blood in my exterior or interior decorating, at least not on purpose.
Well, they seek clarity, and they feel that pain gives them clarity. So we allow them their rituals. It's no skin off my nose.
Why do they believe that? Like, where does that come from?
Well, what do you believe? Tell me, what do you believe?
I believe in a lot of things. That's a very open question.
Well, people have all sorts of weird beliefs, do they not? People have superstitions. When they spill salt, they throw it over their shoulders. They think black cats are bad luck. Do you think a black cat is bad luck? Do you throw salt over your shoulder when you spill some?
I do not. But all these beliefs come from somewhere. Usually, some from a source. Do you know where the source of their belief comes from?
Their belief, like all things, it starts with someone trying something once. If you do, is this what you came for? A history lesson on the bloody ziggurat? Is that what you're really here for?
We were just having a conversation, and you asked what was weird. This is what struck us off. We're just curious. Is it offending you in some way?
No, I'm just curious. But I will answer your question. Like all traditions and strange things, like black cats being bad luck, throwing salt over your shoulder, started with someone climbing up the temple, maybe 100 years ago. And they skinned their knees a couple of times going up. I believe he was looking for his lost daughter. And when he did his pilgrimage of sort, his lost daughter was discovered. And people celebrated. And he said, it was because I climbed that temple and spilled blood on it. And then someone else tried it for something similar. And that was successful. And before long, it turns into a tradition of sort. People now making it more complicated. Before, then people would start walking up and nothing would happen. Oh, maybe it was the blood. And so they start walking up and purposefully doing it poorly. And then lo and behold, someone who bloodied themselves going up got the thing they sought for. And so people constantly flay themselves on the outside of my ziggurat looking for answers.
Okay, thank you. That's an interesting story.
And what is your story? Who are you?
My name is Rafe. I'm right now working to help these folks, help my friend here, is the big guy, answer some questions. So we're
Big guy?
We are just looking for basalt.
And you thought you could just wander into my city?
We weren't told otherwise.
And to be fair, we didn't really wander in, we were directed.
and to be fair, we asked
We did.
several
Well.
times.
Maybe this will answer some of the questions I'm sure you're really wanting to ask me. Selsa Taesi is its own place. We have practically everything we need here. We've seen what happens on the outside. We see nations go to war. We see them fighting back and forth. And Selsa Taesi, well, let's just say we pride ourselves on independence. And we look inwards constantly, not outwards. So whenever someone like you wanders in, my immediate thought is, they're here to bring trouble. Now, a question for you all. As you no doubt know, war has erupted yet again between the Wanderman Assembly and the Ascended Host. Where do you stand in this conflict?
We are mercenaries. We go where the money is.
So, if you were hired by the Ascended Host, you would have no problem killing the Wanderman Assembly?
We don't take jobs for the war.
Right, yeah, the political side of things. Wish there could be peace, but it's outside of our hands, and so we try to stay out of both.
So,
We're more of there's a monster in the basement type.
a monster in the basement.
To be clear, we're not the monsters. We're the one who get the monster out. Just to clarify that.
Interesting. Is this true for all of you? You don't stand on either side of this war? Does anybody has the courage to state which side they support?
Well, I'm from neither of them. I'm from what's it called? I'm from Halfway Island. So I kind of see this war over territory as a little trivial and kind of silly. So I don't really support either side, if that's what you're asking.
And what about you, Eris? Where do you stand?
I'd probably say it neither side on at this point. I'm just sick of wars over territory. It's just stupid.
Soren?
Yeah, I'm with Theris. War kind of just brings nothing but problems.
You know, there is one thing that always comes out of wars, and that is people are forced to take a side. You know, often it's just for survival, often it's for other reasons. So the read I'm getting of all of you is you're not interested in this war. You do not care which side wins. So am I to be, could I fear it summarized that you are all cowards too afraid to take a side? Because one side will no doubt win and one side will no doubt lose.
Right. So what's the braver course? Taking a side there, or not taking a side?
I'm sorry, could you say that again? I'm a little hard of hearing.
So which is the braver course then? Seems that the cowardly course would be to take the side of the one who's winning. The braver course is stick to your own guns and say neither one is my fight.
Have you ever fought in a war, Rafe?
Yes.
Was it a just war? Or were you neutral then as well? Just in it for the money?
I've fought for many reasons. Usually, money's been part of it in times. I would say misplaced loyalty in times. Never has it really come to a good thing for me.
So you've extricated yourself from your, I guess, soldier past?
That's the intent.
Interesting. What about the rest of you? Have any of you, rest of you fought in wars?
No,
Nope.
but I am curious. What do you mean by a just war?
A good question. Rafe? Rafe's who's on mute?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I've not found one yet. Not saying that there are just causes out there, which is what I seek. In the past, I find that most of the time people for the side they were born to were asked to serve, and most soldiers fight for their colleagues, for their comrades more than they do for anything else. So, war is a mismatch of causes and reasons. I've yet to find one worth fighting for, and that's actually what I seek.
That's perhaps the best summary of war I've ever heard. Yes, I think it is true. The soldiers that I've met in my time and talked to, they don't care about the Wonderment Assembly. They don't care about the ascended host or the Wonderment Assembly. They care about the soldiers standing next to them, and that's who they fight for. Interesting.
That's who I've always fought for, and that's who I fight for now.
Interesting. So tell me, you've come to my city, uninvited. As you know, as I've said before, we pride ourselves on our independence and not getting caught up. But let me give you one guarantee. If somebody decides to invade our city, every one of our citizens will take up arms to defend it. The young, the old, female, male, doesn't matter. Everyone will pick up a sword, even though they don't know how to wield a sword. That is how you build peace and unity in a community, which is what we have here. And you've come in to our community to seek out basalt. I can take you to basalt, but what will you do for me?
What do you want?
Oh, that is such an easy answer. You need to make the offer to me. What do you have to offer me? And then his eyes lock on Udas. So if I throw you a few coins, you'll go and kill someone for me? Is that understood? Is that the read I am getting?
You're not wrong.
Ah, so money.
I mean, I'm not just gonna kill anybody.
Well, who would you kill? Who wouldn't you kill?
I mean, has this person done anything wrong? Or do you just not like them?
Oh, how many people have you known who are blameless? None, I would hazard to guess.
Yeah, but still.
So I answer once again. You asking something from me? To meet basalt?
Well, I'm not an assassin. I can say as long as I'm here, I'll protect your citizens from harm.
Oh, we've done that plenty fine by ourselves. You have not seen our glorious streets, our cities, our silks. You might have even known we can grow crops in the desert. We are very self-sufficient.
What do you not have?
Let's see if you're as wise as you pretend to be. Tell me, what does Selsa Taesi not have an abundance of?
A port.
Fish.
Oh, we have plenty of fish.
Trade.
What was that, sorry?
Trade? Are you
Oh,
trading outside? You seem very isolated.
yes, we seldom trade.
So therefore, money, income, revenue.
We have plenty of money.
Okay.
Not the observant types, I see.
Well, we were distracted by the soldiers doing interesting things in your city.
The soldiers that don't talk?
They were quite distracting.
They are well trained. Well, turns out you're not a very observant lot. What can you offer me?
I can offer my services to help fix up your fishing boats, if that would be of assistance to you, I suppose.
That would be acceptable. we it's true, our fishing fleet is not in disarray. Are you a shipbuilder?
I have assisted in shipbuilding before.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, it is actually. Not very good, but you know.
Tell you what, if you spend, let's say, 24 hours fixing boats, you know, given sleep and all that as well, then I'll take that as sufficient for me arranging a meeting with Basalt. I'm sure she's dying to see you.
Okay, I'm okay with that. That's reasonable, I feel.
Well, it seems we have come to an agreement then. You help with our boats, get them in a more seaworthy condition. Do I have your word that you'll spend the best part of a day working on these ships for me, Eris?
Yep.
Okay, don't disappoint me. Now, Um, Finnick! Finnick, come here. And the person who escorted you in and says, take this lady to the dock. The rest of you, take them to the Dread Arena, please. And Finnick gives a bow and says, of course, of course. And he starts leading you out of the Dread Temple. Do not let me delay you, says Joseph.
Okay. This is weird. Hello, person. What's the Dread Arena, by the way?
Oh, well, I believe you're heading to the shipyards, are you not?
Yeah, I'm just curious where my friends are going, you know.
It's a training ground, shall we say.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Well, that sounds fair.
Okay, he summons one of the guards, and the guard starts walking towards the dock areas, looks around you, expects you to follow. Do you follow him down to the docks?
Yep.
Do you start firing off mending cantrips left, right, and center?
Yeah, I'm fixing stuff up. Whatever I need to do. I've got smithing tools, I've got tinker tools, I've got whatever you need. I can make
Okay.
these shits look like fancy and stuff.
Yeah, I think, especially given your artificer class, you can do a good job if you want to do a good job, of course. So, yep, you start working on these ships, and
I'm too scared not to do a good job.
okay. The rest of you leave the temple, and Finnick says, just come this way. And he escorts you through some streets into a wide area, and you see there's like a sunken pit with kind of rows of seating areas around the outside. And you see in the center of what you assume is the Dread Arena, you see some soldier-looking types going through drills. And there's a person out front of them saying, shouting out orders like various positions that they're going to take. And this person, it's a female. She almost looks like she's made. She's skin, but her skin is almost glowing. It's almost as if it's crystal-like skin to it. She's almost looks like polished to the point of glowing. She's obviously in excellent condition just by the way with her physique, and she stands herself. She does look quite old though, maybe in her 70s, and long black hair down her back with kind of streaks of grey in it as well. And you see her just shouting out orders to these soldiers going through these various poses and battle maneuvers. And then, as luck would have it, somebody gets a move wrong. And she's got this kind of like a club thing in her hand, and she just cracks this guy on top of the head. And he collapses in a heap, unmoving. And she lets out a big sigh and says, somebody clean up this mess, as blood slowly starts pooling around the student head, and she storms off into one of the areas underneath the Dread Arena. Well, that, my friends, is Basalt. Would you like to go say hi?
Yep. Yeah, I'll walk right up to her.
So he's bounced down a few of the steps into the arena floor, and you see the students picking up this guy. He's not looking at all good. And Fennec leads you into the office. Basalt, we have some visitors here from Jessif. One of their friends is helping with the ship repair. And I believe they wish to talk to you. She lets out a big sigh, leans back into her chair, and she says, what is it? What do you want? And now you get close to her. You see a little bit of Like, remember, she's got this shiny black skin. You almost notice little cracks, like the way like a rock would crack along her skin. And there's kind of cracks on her face as well. That would kind of imply like normal wrinkles on someone a bit elderly. But she's got these weird cracks all over her skin. What is it? What do you want? I'm a very busy person.
Yeah, Arius, what is the name of... Oh, fuck, she's not here. Who knows the name of that woman that sent us here? I was too drunk. I don't remember her name. From the temple.
I assume this is out of character?
No, this isn't cat. This is exactly what he's saying.
Oh,
Being
okay.
too drunk.
Oh, dear God. Must I deal with idiots all the time? You've come here at the bequest of someone and you can't remember that someone's name?
I don't think I ever got it.
Well, this is problematic. Let me quickly look.
She runs the temple where they bring assholes back to life.
Are which city?
I'm
Silverdale.
looking at the crew. And I'm like, guys, what is her name?
Personally, I don't remember. Like, Soren
I don't either.
would know, but
Yeah, same
like,
here.
I actually don't know the name
Yeah.
as the player.
Both Udas and Joe do not know the name. From session 18. I do have that much at least.
Oh, since 18, that's... You were in... I mean...
Silverdale.
Malcolm saying you were in Silverdale and you were at the Dreamer's Temple, and there was a half-elf lady there who told you seek out Basalt and give my name. It seems as if you players can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Just stop this thing grinding to a halt. Alamanar. If you can't remember the name, just go away.
Al something. Al.
Almanar.
That's the one.
Almanar sent you. What did you say to Almanar to give her such favor? What? Why did she send you here?
I don't know. I was drunk. She touched my head.
And said what?
Heard voice. I don't know. I puked and then she said to come here. So here I am.
You seem confused about who you are. Here, come with me. And she reaches to the back of her office type space, brings out this great sword, almost as big as her. And she says, come, join me in the Dread Arena.
I hand my bottle of booze to Soren and... Well, why the fuck not? And get up and follow.
Okay. So we're just going to flip over to this screen just for a second. Just so we have access to our tokens. And here is Basalt. You are not that much bigger than her. So make your tokens bigger on this home screen. So, she's dragging this sword behind her, obviously looking to test your mettle. And what are the rest of you doing? Rafe, Soren?
Soren will go to the stands to watch whilst sipping on the rum bottle.
Rafe?
That was handed to me.
Yeah, he'll stay with Soren. He's just kind of bemused and watching it all.
Ken
sure
Ryu?
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch.
Eris?
He's off doing.
Oh, Eris.
Yeah,
Eris.
not here.
Fixing boats. Okay, as Basalt enters the arena dragging behind it, you almost hear people shouting, Basalt's gonna fight! Basalt's gonna fight! And many, many more people come. And these kind of makeshift stands of place start filling up. And she looks at Udas and she says, shall we?
I take out my maul from off of my shoulders and just hold it and ready when you are.
Not quite the right sound effect I wanted for. I might adjust that. Let's try. We'll go with this one anyway. Okay, so she brings out this great sword. The people are cheering around, and she immediately takes a swing at you. Let's roll some initiative. Oh, look
She
at that.
wins, no matter what. Nothing I can roll will beat that. And that's the usual 5 for Eunice. Yep.
So she fakes to the left, and she comes in, and before you even have a chance to react, she sweeps the leg out from under you, grabs your face, grabs it, kind of smashes it into the dirt, and she gets the hilt of her blade and attempts to hit you 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And your armor class is 13, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so that will be 2 hits. And you take a total of 22 points of damage. And as she's kind of dragging your face in the dirt, she says... I had to go back to my previous notes. Sorry, just a sec. She says, you know what you are. You are dirt. Nothing more than filthy dirt. And she rubs your face in the dirt a little bit more and then lets you stand up. What do you do?
I will eat a bunch of dirt, scream in her face, rage. About 30 feet, so I will just blink out and come up right behind her.
Okay.
Where in her blind spot and maul to the back recklessly.
Oh, recklessly. Oh, we're going to do it that way. Very good. Okay, so both of those hit. Yep.
Oh, terrible. So that's 25.
25. So she's momentarily confused as she sees you disappear. She kind of rolls with a blow, taking much of it, but you see a little blood trickling down her nose. She says, very interesting. This one's got some fight in him. And she once again grabs her great sword, swings it, but then purposefully misses. It zooms over top of your head, and she hits to the left of you and then to the right of you. She says, let's see what you got, boy, without your tricks. Come on, take your best shot. Remember, you are dirt and nothing more.
Is she challenging me to drop my rage or just give her all I got? I couldn't tell.
Well, she purposely missed you and called you dirt.
Yeah, she did. Fine, I will bonus action drop my rage and just take 2 normal
Okay.
swings at her.
The 26 hits.
Terrible. Yeah, 7 points of damage. That's it.
Is that the best you have? This is going to be over quickly. You have rage within you, I can tell. Never forget that. It's an asset to be used. And with that, she swings wildly at you 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. Hitting twice for 29 points of damage. Take that rage and use it. It's an asset.
And I will bonus action rage again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you have a glowing sword now. And you can throw it.
Maul.
A glowing
Yeah.
maul, yes.
So I will attack recklessly with the first one. 23.
23 hits, yep. 8 damage. Got it.
Crusher, I will push her back. I will, with the hit, push her back and then do a spin and throw the maul.
Does she
at
get a
her.
save?
Nope, she just gets pushed back if I hit.
Okay, so you do get hit. She gets pushed back 10 feet, kind of skids in the dirt. And then you
with the
rush her.
second attack, nope, I throw the maul at her.
Oh, you throw the maul. She's surprised by this tactic, and she's looks at you oddly as you throw the maul, but then it clocks her between the eyes. And she takes 14 bludgeoning.
That would be +4 since I'm raging. For that.
Plus 4, so -4 to her hit points.
And then the maul will reappear in my hand.
That's a neat trick. And she takes a step back herself. Do you take an attack of opportunity?
She's out of my range, unless...
Ah, that's true. She was out of the range. Regardless, she takes a step back, then comes rushing towards you, her great axe, great sword, swinging. The first one, it misses. The second one, also misses. But the third one connects, and she drives the sword hilt into your face, actually rolling a natural 20. And boom! The lights go out, Udas. And she grabs you by the neck and holds you up to the crowd, which is quite an impressive feat. You're quite a bit taller, bigger than her, maybe not stronger than her. She holds you up to the crowd and says, "What should I do with this imposter who dares challenge me? Death or mercy? What's it gonna be?" Any of you guys gonna say anything?
I'll say mercy, but also say you challenged him. He didn't challenge you.
Rafe?
Yeah, so which one? You got mercy? I guess I'll yell out.
Okay. The crowd, almost feeling sorry for Udas, picks up the crown of mercy. And while still holding up Udas by one hand, she kind of brings him. And she kind of does a very gentle headbutt on the form of Udas. And it says, "He will live, but he needs to find himself." And she just kind of drops the body of Udas on the ground. You can see just he's breathing shallowly, but he is breathing. And she gets a great sword, puts it in the ground, drags it back, kind of makes a rectangle about the size of Udas. Then she starts digging it in, taking out bits of soil, more bits of soil, more bits of soil. And then she kind of slaps Udas. And I said, "You are dirt. Remember that?" And she throws Udas into this makeshift pit she's made and starts piling dirt on top of it. Udas, you are awake. You're underground. You see dirt and earth all around you. What do you do?
Did she bring me to like 1 HP, or
Yeah.
am I like unconscious the way to? You're stable but 2 hours until you can do anything.
Think of it as 1 hit point.
Am I suffocating? Do I feel like I'm suffocating?
Just gonna whisper something to you, Udas.
I'm just laying there. Actually, the dark is kind of peaceful.
Okay, so let's say you stay down there for a minute. Still down there?
Can I hear anything above the dirt? Or is it quiet?
It's all kind of muffled. You can hear a crowd cheering. That's about it.
I'll take another minute and then I'll try and climb my way out.
A minute goes by. The rest of you are observing. You see your friend buried underground. Minute goes by. Minute 30. Do you do anything?
So what's the crowd doing? What's she doing? I mean, he buried her and then left.
Yeah, they're kind of cheering, but then the cheers go down and it's... You think it's like, Assault won again. What can we expect?
Okay.
And they just start going about their business. Remember, this is a very much an ad hoc crowd, and they go back to whatever they were doing before.
Okay. Yeah. Rafe's going to. What is Rafe going to do? How close am I to him?
Let's say 100 feet.
100 feet. Okay, too far. But as far as I know, he's alive. I think he's dead.
You saw him breathing as he was put into the pit.
Okay, so I know he's alive. I know he's buried, but I don't think he's in immediate danger of dying.
Okay.
So I guess Rafe will hang out and wait to see what happens.
Anybody else?
This is his trial. He's gotta see it to the end.
All right. So, the crowd, as I said, goes about their business. Couple of minutes go by. You climb out. Udas?
Yeah, when
As
feels
you,
certain.
yeah, as you climb out, first of all, you notice as you get out and kind of dust this dirt off, there's the places where she hit you with the swords. There's some deep scars in your body from where she hit you. And they don't look like normal kind of sword slashing wounds. Almost like as if your skin has cracked almost. And there's these strange cracks down the side of your body where she hit you. And as you emerge from the soil looking like thoroughly messed up and weak and barely managing to crawl out of this makeshift hole, she looks at you sitting down, just cross-legged. And she says quietly, What are you? I
I'm
told
dirt.
you, you are dirt. But you are more than dirt, Judas. You are the earth. You are bound to the earth. Take pride in it. Be who you were destined to be. Who are you, Judas?
I am the earth.
You are the earth. Always remember that. And she gets up and she walks away. And just whisper something else to you, Udas. Make sense, Udas?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Basalt goes back to where you first met her. Udas's a dirty mess on the ground. What does everybody apart from Eris do?
So, Udas, did you get what you wanted from this?
Are you guys yelling from?
What, do you walk over, or you should lay down something? You should lay on the ground? I mean, you came out of the ground, right?
Yeah, I'm crawling on the ground at 1 HP.
Okay.
Yeah, you come to me.
Yeah, Rafe will go over to you, and he'll give you he'll go ahead and give you 10 more hit points back up. And ask, did you get what you were looking for?
I have no idea, but I want to get the fuck out of this place.
I can agree with that. Let's see if we can find Eris and see how she's doing with the ships. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Finnick, who was the guy, I guess your keeper who was sent by Jessif, says, well, that was interesting. Basalt hasn't lost yet, despite her growing age. I believe I overheard you wish to go to the docks. How about your friend, perhaps?
Yeah, we want to see how she's doing. We should check on her and see if we can. I don't think we can help her very well. We're not going to our efforts, but we can at least keep an eye on her.
Okay, follow me and please stay close. Wandering around the city by yourself is not a good idea. And Finnick starts scurrying away in the general direction of the docks. A couple of guards are fallen behind you in step. They're not being threatening, but just hanging back, and you leave the arena and head out into the busyness of the market area. And you come to the docks, and what's Eris been doing?
Working on boats. Fixing boats up. Basically. I've been doing the best that I can with the stuff that I have here.
Okay, and I'm gonna
Blowing
say,
up?
No blowing up yet. I don't think they have gunpowder.
Okay.
Eris, can you just make me a perception check?
A perception check.
Oh yes, again. This is the evening of Eris making perception checks.
No, that's pretty good.
So, what will Eris be using to fix the boats with?
Well, she does have in her bag some leftover lumber.
Okay,
so
good.
she'll use that up. And then if there's any spare lumber or pieces of like broken down barrels and stuff like that, that's quite obviously garbage or unused, I'll use that
This
as
is
well.
what your perception check reveals. No wood of any sort to be had. There's no scrap wood, there's no broken barrels, there's nothing. In fact, as you bring the lumber out of the bag of holding, there's almost an audible gasp as they see it. and they're very interested in watching you repair their boats with wood. The boats are made from wood, but it's, rotten boards, holes in it, barely look seaworthy.
That's what they've been missing is wood, huh?
Okay.
And you look around and you see the city, the way the city's built is kind of made from, stone bricks and thatched roofs with no, the roofs are covered with metal, what do you call them, like roofing tiles almost. You look around, there's no wood to be seen, apart from the rotten wharf and these rotting boats.
Well, if we were more perceptive of a group, we might have noticed that. But we're not, so we live this life. If there's no extra spare wood, what I'll be using is, I also have some ores that I have stuffed in this bag of holding that I'll start bringing out and use, cut up and use to patch up little pieces and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I use here?
I mean, park our ship, I guess, but I don't go there, huh?
I mean, you do have your mending cantrip, which applied several times would help.
Yep, I'll be using that as well for any pieces that work. I mean, it doesn't even just have to be wood. If I use wood dust and, basically make myself a glue, I could fix up most of this, to be honest. Just like IKEA this stuff.
Yeah, so
Probably lighter.
you're gonna fix all these boats, and all you have is a simple Allen key. Just one Allen key.
Just one. God forbid you lose it.
So the mending, just looking at the cantrip. As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any direction, you mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. Yeah. So I'm going to say with your artificer abilities, with the limited supplies you have on you and the complete lack of wood around, but using the mending cantrip over the course of the rest of the day, you kind of bring the remaining of their ships back into a really serviceable condition. It looks a lot safer. Yeah, you've done an excellent job in great time. And you kind of dust this glue and stuff off your hands and look around. There's actually no more ships you could actually build. Repair. You've done an excellent job.
Okay. I will look back at. I'm assuming, has that guard left, or is he still here?
The guards are watching you from a distance. Fennec is kind of sitting down. He's just by his build. He's no guard. He's no warrior, but he's been watching the whole time, keeping an eye on you, basically.
I'll kind of scoot my way over there. Is this good or more? There's not a lot of materials here.
And he starts wandering along the beach, looking at this. Is remarkable. This will keep our fisher folks safer than they've been in years. You are quite the talent, young heiress.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Well, I believe your debt to our city has been paid. I will report the good news to Jesseph as soon as I can.
Hey, Hughes, if you're good, let's get that guy out of here.
Yeah. I'm good to go.
All right.
I'd like to take a quick look at the shops here. I mean, are we allowed to go look around and stuff now? Are we allowed to do that?
I think it's best if you just go.
Okay. Sad.
And we did a service for you. You did a service for us. We don't need you, shall we say. So best you just go on your way.
Fair enough. fair enough.
Okay, so Finnick escorts you all the way to your ship, where Softy and them are just doing general maintenance on the ship. All right, are you ready to sail now? Are we off?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Softy and the rest of the crew, some of them sleeping down below, but that's no surprise. Some of them, they work in shifts, right? Sleeping or working, not much in between. And they cast off, and Finnick watches you go. And before you know it, you are back on the open ocean.
That was fun. You got any more clarity about your mystery?
I don't know if clarity is the right word, but I do feel, I don't know, a little bit more in control.
That's a good thing, anyway. All it took was to get your ass beat? Because, you could arrange that.
Sorry, did he get his ass beat? What happened? Guy's always fixing ships. Why do I always miss out on everything?
No, you don't miss it out. That usually cause everything. What are you talking about?
What I
It
You
was more.
stone sails and hug up ships.
don't cause problems. I fix problems.
Yeah, that was more of a sad scene than an entertaining scene.
Hey, they helped him. I'm good.
Did it help him? You look
We'll
pretty
find
fucked up.
out. Yeah. I'm just gonna drop a few coins in the water and go to bed.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Let's everybody drop another coin, please.
Oh yeah.
Coins are dropped by the crew. Sister Abidi, of course, drops one as well. And she says, Brother Udas, you have some strange scars on your body. I will offer to heal them, but I'm not sure I can do anything about these scars. What's up with these scars? They seem something I've never seen before. And trust me, I've seen plenty of scars in my time. What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. That sword she was using was no joke.
Well, obviously. But please, let me give you some healing for now, at least, before we start this voyage. And she cast Cure Wounds at you at 3rd level, restoring 26 hit points of damage. Now, it looks as if perhaps you look tired, Udas. Maybe go down below deck, take a sleep.
That's exactly where I'm headed.
Okay. So how are the rest of you doing? Are we heading to Wolfgrasp? Is that the idea?
That's the idea.
Yeah.
What do you think happened to Udas? He does seem different. What do you think happened there?
I
Got
mean,
beat up by a lady.
yeah, like guy's ass beat. I guess sometimes it's cathartic.
Well, that's true.
Maybe his ego's a little bruised.
Maybe. But
The rest of him is.
quite frankly, even the short time I've known you, you people have been beaten up more than once. It's like there's not a new thing for Udas. I mean, with
But it was
those.
like, it was a one-sided fight. It looked like.
Ah, well, at least, I've seen you fight those mind flayers, and yeah, that you survived, obviously, only just thanks to Udas's Soren's father. So I don't know. Maybe the ass beating is good. A bit of humility. Onwards to Wolfgrasp then.
Let's do that. Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. So you leave Arbor Island, heading out into the open waters of the sea, Avoiding Dragon Bay, maybe if nothing else, just to avoid the taxes there. And you head into the wide open waters, looking at Arbor Island disappearing in the background behind you. Now, so whereabouts do you guys travel? Do you stay up top? I mean, we have Udas at the bottom. That much is at least clear. Where are the rest of you? There's, of course, a dead body. Did you leave the body? Oh, you left the body there. There's no body of Armistice.
Yeah, right. So did we get? Are we now traveling? No rest yet, right?
Oh, take a long rest. Everybody take a long rest.
Okay. I want those little hands back.
Resources I didn't use.
Oh, I want my hands back. Those things are my combat medic points, as I call them.
I would be up top though, just like practicing sword forms, meditating, and
Sure.
exploring stuff like that.
Soren?
He's just up top, enjoying the fresh sea air, I guess.
Cool.
Not too
Roman?
much.
Imagine Roman's not the seafaring type. I imagine he's going to be at the bottom.
Oh,
Probably.
to Armistice's ghost.
There we go. Sister Abidi, she'll stay up top. Eris?
I'll be below deck, just tinkering with stuff in the one room that I called as mine.
Okay. And what about Rafe?
Maybe at the top, I think. I'm trying to say where Tana would be. I think he wouldn't leave him in that inner space. He'd have him. I think is it an open space? It's kind of crowded right there, right? So I guess he would have him in other space, wouldn't he?
Okay, so Tana's somewhere else at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, this ship is very crowded. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
that's pretty normal for ships.
Yeah, I think you'd avoid horses on ships if you can do this. That makes sense to me.
Oh, that
Yeah,
does make sense to me too.
We also have the rest of the horses.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you do with the rest of the horses?
I'm guessing they're below deck, right? Somewhere.
And,
Has everybody named their horse? Can I hear horse names? Oh, resounding silence.
I have a dog.
I named mine, but I don't remember what I named it.
You
I was
didn't add
on
it to your
mute.
character sheet?
No.
Viora. Mine is Viora.
Now
Viora?
this is the ship. This is where you are on the ship. Just to give you perspective, this is how much room Tana takes up.
Ooh.
and a war horse, but yeah.
Oh, it's bigger and muscular, but I think still the size of a
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah.
I mean, do
Put
you
'em
wish?
down in here.
Okay, well, let's get some horses going then. So, who has
I didn't do they'd all be the below decks though, right?
1, 2, 3.
and there's a
Okay,
dog
so-
as well, isn't there? Is there a dog?
Yeah,
Yeah, freaking Noah's
My-
Ark on here.
my cute little puppy.
Noah's Ark.
His name will be Lockjaw.
It's a good name. So you putting all these horses down below?
I don't think so, right, guys? That's where.
Oh, there we go. There, we do that one.
That's what you would. I mean, you would normally carry horses in the law, I think.
You could fit at least one here,
Boom.
like tucked here. We could put one in here. If I don't know if these are people sleeping or what this is. Oh God.
Udas has to get out the
Yeah.
way.
He just has a sleeping partner.
I mean, treating this as your little workshop area, Eris.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good. I'll move this. There we go. There we go.
10 is his safe spot for sure.
So you're putting a horse in there?
Sure, my horse can chill with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Really smelly down there.
Oh, like
I will,
extremely.
I have prestidigitation. I can make things smell better, which is nice.
Well, that helps. The crew is not happy with this, by the way. An already cramped condition has been made even worse by some smelly old horses.
They're smelly new horses. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think it's only 3 horses. I don't think it's 4 horses, right? How many of us are there?
No, it's 4.
Yeah,
Is
Roman had a riding horse that he got from the code, and then
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because I'm sure we only bought 3. Like.
yeah, that's one.
Okay.
So put one there.
And the dog can go there.
Well, yeah,
Office
the dog can go anywhere. The dog can wander around. Lockjaw the dog.
Support dog.
Okay, so normally would be still very cramped conditions, and the crew is kind of grumbling and complaining.
I'm going to let Viora go. Oh God, this is the worst place to let. Wait, how did we get them here?
What do you mean?
We got.
You coax them down the stairs leading to this level, which are these kind of things here.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I meant from our last location, because I wouldn't let her go in Cesta or wherever we just were, but I would have let her go back in. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong notes.
I mean, let her go, like set her free, you mean?
Yeah, but I'm not
Why?
going to do that because this is untenable living conditions, and when a storm hits, they're going to freak out and kill all of us.
You just leave the room. It's great. What are they gonna do? They're a horse. They don't have opposable thumbs.
You can live with a horse in your bedroom. I'm not going to live with one in mine.
I am, and
We
you're not.
share
That's a
bedrooms.
dog in there with you.
If we take a vote amongst the crew, I'm assuming I will win this vote. I believe
Golden.
Softy is captain now.
Is
Softy.
Softy captain?
One of the crew members says, one thing I know for sure, there's good eating on a horse.
Well, that's true.
That's what I was thinking too. If we get hungry enough, chomp chomp chomp.
Really glad Tana, you go to a safe place now.
Law of the wild, am I right, guys?
I think our issue is we just need a bigger boat.
Yep.
Well, I'm surprised you guys didn't steal one when we were at what's it called? I thought you guys would be the type to do that.
You thought we were thieves, Kenryu? What would ever give you that idea?
I'm honestly pretty sure you guys are pirates, right?
Why?
No.
Why? Because you guys are so chaotic, and you're seafaring in this vessel of a ship, and
Are
you
we
guys don't seem
pirates?
like, yeah, you guys don't seem like you're not pirates. Just an outside perspective chiming in.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not a pirate, but like, I don't know.
And that's all cool. Like, if you guys want to be pirates and conquer the seas, that's cool. I'm all for it.
I have absolutely no interest in conquering the seas. Though, if the pay is good, I guess, whatever.
Like, I really think we should conquer another boat.
Yeah, keep an eye out for a boat.
Conquer another boat.
One of the crew members, someone you've got to know as Black Eyes because of his two very black sunken eyes. He almost looks like a panda. He comes with his hat off and approaches the group and says, well, the rest of the boys and I have been talking, and quite frankly, this is untenable having so many horses on board. I mean, we work hard, we try and do our job, and the small moment of respite we get is when we come down here and we relax and we get to sleep. Now I find half the time the place is there's shit everywhere. We have to clean that up. Do we really need these horses? Let you know the crew's not happy with this situation.
I think it's like a short-term thing. We're just doing this when we need to get to places really, really, really fast. And like I'm really, really fast. But that guy over there has really tiny legs, so it's really hard for him to keep up with us. So that's why he
Are you
has
talking
his
about
dog.
me?
Yeah. He has his dog, and we have the horses, and we just all go the same speed, which is fast. I understand the issues, and I know it's an inconvenience, so I'm willing to pay you guys a little bit extra in the meantime. I'll tip them each a gold for the past few days of inconvenience for this.
Black Eyes nods and says, that should ease the comfort. I assume you'll be taking the horses off boat when you get to our destination?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Okay. So with the crew momentarily placated with a gold piece, which is fairly generous, considering remember you're paying them basically a gold piece a day. So this is like a whole day's wage. And I don't know about you guys, but if someone offers me a day's wages for a bit of inconvenience, I'd say yes to that. Okay, with things momentarily restored, you start making your way around the top of the Restless Island, right through the little nameplate here, and start heading to Wolf Grasp. So the people on top of Old Bessie, which would be Kenryu, Soren, Rafe, and Sister Abidi, can you all please make me perception check?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that everybody? Rafe, Soren, Soren, you're up there too.
Oh boy, I'm so good at this.
Well, I mean, you got no pressure at 24.
Oh my god. Okay, my eyes are open today.
Your eyes open. That's a good thing. So as you're clearing through the water, actually pretty good. Sister Abidi is apparently playing to Ilmater or something like that. The rest of you up top, those down below, have no idea what's happening. You see some rippling of the water trailing behind the boat. And Rafe, in particular, looks a little bit closer. Oops, come here. And then you notice the rippling stop, and you immediately look underneath the boat, and you see this long green mass. You're not entirely sure what it is, and you try and get another grip on it, and you don't notice anything. Well, actually, Tana's not there. We'll get rid of Tana. And then you're wondering, maybe it was just your eyes playing a trick on you or something. Then this creature, boom, burst out of the water, and one of its heads is about to grab. Who is this? This is Golden Tooth. The Golden Tooth, the guy you initially met, and it's going for there. I want everybody to roll initiative. All you up top except Sister Obedisaurus. So you guys will act on the first round as well. But yes, please, everybody roll initiative. And I'm going to roll 1 for the crew. Oops.
I mean, we have horses to feed it.
So
Other than Tana.
initiative is technically a ability check. So would magical guidance allow me to re-roll my initiative?
That's a special thing you have?
It's a sorcerer.
It's a sorcerer thing.
You can tap into to try and conjure success from failure when you make an ability check that fails. Did you fail your initiative check?
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
I did in my eyes.
yeah, there you go.
So I think
I'm over
not.
here with a 1. I think
Okay.
I'm the only one
Oh.
that failed that initiative.
What am I? Did we get everybody in? Let's count our PCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this creature bursts out of the water. And it's looking if it's going for good old Golden Tooth. Let me just get this sorted. We'll pause it. Okay, but Soren, you're quick enough to react. What would you like to do?
Is this dude up in the crow's nest?
Yes.
That bastard. Okay. It's obviously hostile. Looks like we're attacking us.
Yeah, Golden Tooth here just looks freaked out as this thing has 5 heads, and one of them is reaching out for Golden Tooth. He doesn't look as if he's not in a good position.
You know, I seen my initiative roll, but I really didn't expect that I would actually go first because this never happens. Fucking things have reach, don't they? Oh, those nasty heads. I'm gonna try to cast Fear on it,
Okay.
which is a 30-foot cone.
30-foot cone. Let me just check.
Make sure I don't hit this dude with it.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to put the actual thing in the... There we go.
So, just reading things. Okay, so you cast Fear on it. Definitely gets it in a cone, so can remove that. You need to concentrate on this as well. And it actually gets advantage for reasons. Let me just...
For reasons. Sadness.
So it'll... So there's this massive creature emerged out of the water with 5 heads. And this, I think, skinny guy comes up and... what does your fear spell look like, Soren?
I mean, it doesn't say it makes a noise, but I would just envision it being like a bunch of like tentacles and like a high-pitched screech, but like only directed at like who's in the cone, the screech and the tentacles.
Okay. So for some reason, the tentacles just... And they rear back and they look at Soren, and man, they don't like the look of Soren. So the skinny little guy has managed to inspire fear in this massive beast. So unless it makes it saving throw, can't move towards you. And, oh no, must make the dash action, so it's not just fear.
Yep. It must run away.
Okay, well, the best way it knows to run away is it's going to just duck immediately down into the water and swims away somewhere. Must immediately use a dash reaction, so 30 feet. Okay.
Is fear of line of sight, Soren, or not?
The creature must... doesn't have line of sight. Oh, okay. It did duck below the water, so we'll get it to make another wisdom saving throw. And something may or may not happen. So we'll get make another wisdom saving throw, the DC 16. Noted. Okay. So it did lose the line of sight as it went under the water. Old Golden Tooth. It's going to say, oh, holy shit, what the hell just happened? And he's going to take an opportunity attack against this thing as it leaves him. And... my God, I think that hits. That does hit.
Actually,
A panic slash.
So he's taking one of his daggers out. I'll give him a D4 plus 1 for him just slicing at it with a dagger. So he does 2 points of damage. Yeah, that's it. Run away, you bastard. Get the hell out of here. Eris. Down below deck. There is screaming happening. If you want to head up deck, can you make me a perception check to see if you actually notice anything happening?
Shit. This is the night of Fairy's perception. And yep.
No, yeah, something, but just normal idiots. Something's happening up. Not that interesting. Kenryu.
Kenryu is going to move to the center of the ship, and then he's going to shout out, Revengers, all hands on deck. There's a monster afoot, and then he is going to cast Alter Self.
Ooh.
And like amethyst crystal looking scales are going to sprout on like patches over his bodies, and then he gets gills, and this is the aqua adaptation.
Ooh,
part of
nice.
the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Just pull it up so you can see. And that's it. Actually, he'll quicken that as a bonus action, and then as an action, he's just going to hold a, what's it called, chill touch cantrip if it pops out.
Okay. Cool. Now let's kind of read something. Okay, cool. So, gills formed, all ready to go. Softy. Oh, you guys handle this. It's not really my jam. And the crew members up the top, they all kind of take a step forward. The guy in the crow nest stays there. They figure, now this thing is grabbing people from the sides. This is best for what they do. I forgot to roll for Sister Abedi. Let me roll for Sister Abedi. Her initiative is crap. Natural 1. There we go. You go down there, Sister Abedi. So that works out well. So the crew scatters below. The ones at the bottom, they kind of awaken from their slumber, but that's all they'll do. Rafe.
I'm just gonna hold action to attack. I get in range.
Attack with...
His scimitars.
Okay, cool. And Yudas, you are alerted by the shouting of Kenryu.
So yeah, I'll just come to the stairs, right. So
Well, how it'll work is you get to there with 15 feet of movement up top side.
okay, perfect. Yeah, I come up the stairs. Goes, what the fuck are you yelling about? And I wanted my turn right there.
Okay. Soren.
So, I mean, how does concentration work? So, wouldn't I, like, mentally know if it broke my concentration by getting out of the fear? Or is that just kind of like a, I'll know when I see it type thing?
I don't know. Does anybody know the answer to that?
That's a good question.
I do not know either.
Because technically I'm concentrating on it, and I feel like if it breaks
Yeah,
out
you-
of the fear, I wouldn't be concentrating, but I don't know if that's actually how that works.
I think it makes sense, but I've never had anybody ask that. Which is, after all you play, it's actually amazing.
Otherwise, I will hold my action to cast a spell at it. Probably a scorching ray.
I'm just doing some rule lawyering here. It seems kind of divided in lots of technical bits and pieces. So you would
I'm down for the if I don't know, I don't know. That way's more fun. Less
Okay,
meta.
yeah. There we go. Let's do that. You don't know. That is more fun.
Okay.
If in doubt, go for the more fun thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just hold an action to cast a scorching ray.
Okay.
If one of its stupid heads pops up.
Okay. Okay. Something happens. Eris, you stop studying whatever you're studying and you think games are... Ah, Roman, I forgot Roman.
Didn't I already go? I'm very
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah.
I
The thing did something, but you're not sure. It's effectively hidden from your initiative order. So-
Oh, no, wait. Okay, Eudes was one. Okay, have I noticed things are happening still? Or am I just sitting in the
No.
basement?
You heard Kinryu shouting that they're under attack and revenges reassemble or whatever your catchphrase is.
Okay, I'll, scoot past Udas, I guess, who's, like, in the way of the stairs.
Yep.
And kind of look around and make, like, the what the fuck face, because I don't see anything.
Okay. So your action is a what the fuck face?
Yep.
Okay.
We're under attack from thin air. Great.
Kinryu, your ready to action does not go off.
I will ready the attack action then.
Okay. Like a ranged attack action?
Well, as my part of my subclass, I can use a cantrip as one of my attacks and then a melee attack as the other. So if it grabs me, then I'll have that second attack. If not, I'm throwing a
Sure.
touch at her.
Okay, Roman, equally confused, rushes up and comes over here. He's going to ready an action to see it if he attacks. The crew is doing similar things, holding their daggers. Rafe, same again.
Yep.
Udas?
If everybody is holding an action, yeah, I guess I'll just hold my attack.
All right.
What are we fighting?
Yeah,
Hydra.
We
What?
Or I mean, I don't know, something with a bunch of heads. I don't think Soren would actually know what a Hydra is, except for like myths and legends, maybe.
Some sort of sea dragon
Yeah, had a bunch of heads.
adjacent.
Sister Abedi will prepare a Toll the Dead spell after other people has attacks to maximize the damage. Soren?
I mean, same thing. He's right now just confident that he spooked it away, so he's just gonna hope that it stays like that. But he'll hold a scorching ray again.
Burst up from the
Oh,
surface
Lord.
behind Rafe.
Scared me.
Right. Wait a minute.
Okay, so Rafe, start with you.
Okay.
Well-
So my hell attack, I get my 2 attacks. Then if I hold the action, right? No bonus though, right?
I think it's just one attack.
Well, I held the attack's action, right? Which is 2 attacks, but not the bonus action, which is because that would not be part of my action.
Let me just check this on So I always thought it was a one attack, but let's have a look.
It's opportunity attacks. It's not a reaction, is it? That's what the reaction would be one attack, I think.
Well,
I
no,
think you-
opportunity attack is one attack.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Right,
when
but
you
it's not opportunity.
prepare an action, that
It's
eats
two.
up your reaction, and you're using the attack action in that
Okay.
reaction.
Okay.
That's how I've always viewed it.
I don't think you use your reaction that you're holding an action, but
No,
I
no,
get
you
that.
do use your reaction.
Yeah.
if you
All
prepare
right, cool.
something.
All right, cool. All right, with two attacks.
So during your turn, you take the ready action and ready your attack based on some trigger. The trigger condition happens during the turn. You decide to use your reaction to trigger your ready action, which is the attack action, and that attack action is being taken on your turn. So yes, you can do 2 attacks.
All right. So we're gonna smite this thing twice, by the way, if I hit it. If I hit, with my big if.
That's a big if with an 11, and it's a big if with a
Yeah, but-
12.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a big
swing.
oof.
Yeah.
Almost more than anything, surprised by this thing. You swing your scimitar once, twice, but it just whooshes both times. No good. 4 and a 5 on the dice. Not great. Let's go to Kinryu with your ready action.
Chill touch, 24 to hit.
10 necrotic. Let me just make sure. Yes, so the chill touch, this ghostly hand comes out and grabs it and does some damage to it, and your chill touch goes off.
Also, it can't regain hit points until the start of until the start of my next turn, which will be coming.
Interesting. Okay, so your chill touch goes off, 10 necrotic. That is a good point with chill touch. Okay. Sister of Beatty, now that it's injured, she will cast... I've lost you. There we go. She will cast Toll the Dead. She starts to be ringing bells. Says, "Shame! Shame!" And it's a wisdom saving throw for this creature, which it gets advantage on because of reasons. It makes its saving throw. Apparently this creature feels no shame. And I think that was all the held actions. Oh, Roman.
Ray.
Oh, okay. Do you Scorching Ray? Yeah. And we'll do Roman after this. That hits.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh.
And last
I got
one
2 of them.
misses. So a total of 18 damage. Okay. And Roman, what would he have held? I think he'll shoot with his crossbow. That makes sense. So he shoots with his crossbow. And he misses, so that makes it easy. Okay, so all these spells go off. Plainly, it's not afraid of you anymore, Kinryu. And it looks down at Rafe
Yep.
and is going to make 5 bite attacks against Rafe.
Oof. That's fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your AC is, what's your AC again? 7.
17.
So 1, oh dear. Okay, so the first hit comes, and as you're trying to wave around with your rapier, you just completely miss and leave yourself open, and it digs its teeth into you for 14 piercing damage as it just chomps into you with its first hit. The second hit, getting overconfident, comes and you dodge out the way of it. But dodging out the way of it, you just completely walk into the second one and it gets a critical hit on you. Thankfully, only 13 points of damage. It could have been a lot worse.
Yep.
Then the next hit comes and bites into you. This one was actually a double critical. I rolled 2 natural 20s on this. Once again, only 13 points of damage from the critical. And then finally, the 5th head takes a bite and hits with a 22 for another 14 points of damage.
Oh my god.
So you're just watching Rafe just whoosh, as head after head just dives into his body. Eris.
Well, that was fucked up to see. Okay, well I know what's happening now. I'm gonna run up here. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go up here. I'm going to kind of pull my fist back, almost like just cock my fist to the side, and almost like a blue icy circle begins forming around it, and kind of as it like fully charges, I punch it out, and I'm casting a 3rd level Rhymes Binding Ice.
Okay. Not familiar with that spell, so let's see it.
Oh, it is a 30-foot cone.
So easily in the cone.
Gonna go like that. And we're gonna display it, and then I'm gonna cast it.
Okay.
That was a very shit roll.
Well, first of all,
but,
we'll do
you
a
know-
con saving throw. What happens if he fails?
If he fails,
Oh, I'm looking at
he
it.
is
Yeah.
hindered by ice formations for 1 minute, or until it or another creature within reach uses its actions to break away the ice.
Oh, so it's bound there in ice, so its speed is 0.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see if let's make his constitution save. To avoid being... Let's have a look. Okay, no, so this is just a straight dex save. Rolls a 9, so it fails. So first of all, 10 points of damage, right?
Yep.
And it is bound in place. It cannot move. So we'll just have it restrained. Speed reduced to 0. Okay. Use an action to break away the ice. This uses an action. Okay. That's interesting with multiple heads, but we'll get there. Kenryu.
For his first attack, he's going to cast Chill Touch on it.
Okay.
Oh,
That
that's a miss.
whoosh misses.
And then he's going to run and then jump off of the ship and attack it with his longsword.
Interesting with your aqua form. Sure.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
miss too.
That's a
And
whole
as
lot of build up.
bonus action, he's going to quicken a. He's gonna quicken a. Where is it? He's gonna quicken Bright Blade. And there's another miss.
Ah, man. So just swing and a miss. Swinging for the
I still
fences.
gotta get used to my water legs.
Okay. So the creature is thrashing around and yeah, it's too chaotic. You just miss. Roman is going to fire with his hand crossbow again. And it hits. And he does 2 points of damage.
There it is.
I am not playing Roman effectively, but yes.
No, that's pretty much how he
No,
plays them.
Very on brand.
Very on brand. Okay, so he fires this crossbow. Ah, take that, you fiend! And it just clips it, and a little drop of blood forms on one of his heads. Okay, the crew says, "Oh, you guys did a good job!" And they all rush to the end of the ship, just keeping away from this damn thing. It's well above their pay grade. Rafe, the chew toy. What you got?
Yeah. Right. All right. He's going to bonus action Zephyr Strike.
Okay, so advantage on this hit.
Yep.
And an
then
extra
going
D8.
to-
Oh, nice.
Right. Swing twice. Hopefully hit once.
Ooh, thanks to Zephyr Strike you do. So that's 17 damage.
All right, gonna smite that one.
Okay. This thing, yeah, it's not undead or all of those other things, so it's just 2d8, 7 damage. Got it?
Yep. Spelled off with it. And then see how it's a strike plus the smite, and then we'll move back to there.
Okay, good news as you lop off one of its heads with that. This only has one, so it's down to 4 heads. And okay. So that's Rafe's turn. Cool. So, and you don't get attacks of opportunity because of Zephyr Strike.
Right.
So you're good. Udas.
Where the fuck did this thing come from? And okay, so yep, terrible one for right now. So some flowers are gonna grow from
Beautiful.
the deck of the boat. Yeah.
Yep.
What the fuck is going?
Very-
I don't know, guys. And
Very cute with us.
just try and catch it at the right time and hit one of the heads against the wood of the boat.
So I'm going to say flowers and vines and seaweed erupt from around you. And with those reckless attacks, both of those hit.
There we go. That
Plus
Ow.
rage.
32 damage.
Okay, got it. Okay, another one of these heads is lopped off. It's down to 3 heads. Let me check. Scimitar, crossbow. Okay, just going through this. Cool, Uda. So you just come in and start slashing at this creature's vines, seaweed, ice, and just binding it in place. And Sister the Biddy says, "My God, Rafe, you look like shit. Let the power of Ilmater heal you." And she touches you on the back, and she's going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on you. And you feel the healing energy of Ilmater as she gently places her hand, and your wounds start knitting together. It's average 22 points of healing.
Cool, thank you.
That's all right. We're bound together by fate now. Sodden.
I am going to Scorching Ray.
Okay, Scorching Ray away. Yep.
Nice one.
So 7 points of damage. That's fire damage, and that hits. No, that hits.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
So 7 for the first one. Then
Bam.
10,
bam.
then 14. So another 24. Got it. My turn, says the creature in a language that it doesn't know, because it doesn't speak any languages. So I'm going to say, because it has multiple attacks, it's going to use one of its attacks to try and break free from this icy grip. What does it need to roll? Was it Constitution again?
Yes. Constitution DC 13.
And it fails.
It does not fail. So it uses one of its heads to kind of hack this ice around it. So it has 2 left. It's going to attack Eris twice. Boom, boom. Your AC is 19, is that correct?
Yep.
One of them comes through, digs into you for 22 on the dice for 14 points of piercing damage. As it bites into you, the second hand follows up and kind of bites you on the other side of your body, its teeth sinking in. You take another 12 points of damage. It rolls 22 both times. So 26 points of damage.
Shield if I can.
Oh, yeah, 22. If that prevents the attack, then yes.
Yeah, if it's a 22, that's my AC's on 24.
Okay, so there we go. So would have been 26 points of damage, but it doesn't. Udas, Eris, and Kenryu, you can take an attack of opportunity if you wish.
I'm a booming blade that.
Udas, you miss. So booming blade that. So what's its... Oh,
And its
that's
speed
if it
is
moves
half.
as well. The speed is halved, yep. So that's 9, the 15, 24. That misses 32. Okay. As it's retreating, its claws, as another one of its heads falls off, and it actually dives down into the water, pushing through the seaweed. And you see where it went, Kenryu, because you're kind of in the water. I'll tell you where it went, Kenryu, in a whisper. So that's what you saw, Kenryu. And technically, oh wait, did I delete its... What? So it should be on that layer. There we go. So that's what you see, Kenryu. Eris, you thunder gauntlet this thing as it tries to get through. It's barely holding on. There's lots of blood pooling in the water. What do? You don't have eyes on it.
Die. I will just full on swan dive in.
Oh, okay. So you swan dive in. You're now right in the water, and you see it's a hard creature to miss. It's right underneath the boat, and that it is diving down. And Kenryu, no.
How far?
Yeah.
Let's see. Because of all the seaweed impairing its movement, would have gone 30. It's 15 feet approximately below the water.
I will kind of grab onto one of my arms, outstretch it, and out from my palms, I'm going to shoot out a magic missile, 3rd level.
So I don't think magic missile would be affected by water at all. I know with like shooting arrows and stuff, that'd at least be disadvantage.
Well, and I don't even have to roll an attack roll for that one. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, I think magic missiles are like that. So yes, roll some magic missile attack damage.
I hate how it does this to me. So second, 3 darts, and then so that's 5 darts total.
Yeah. So 12, 16, and one more. Oh, another 4. 20. So 20 points of damage. Okay, so as this creature, blood trailing behind it, obviously looking to get the hell out of there, not used to this type of resistance on a strip. The first magic missile comes and severs one of its heads, and you see this head starting floating to the surface from the creature. The next 2-3 missiles take out another head, and all of a sudden this thing is a headless creature in a pool of blood. And then this creature with no heads, nothing, floats back up to the surface and dies.
Cool. I'll go back to the surface and I'll yell, I think I got it! I think I got it!
And you just move up through the gore of the creature.
Yeah. Yeah. Just covered in blood. I am now red. I am now a red tiefling.
Thorn will come, like, try to help him get out of the water.
Sure, easy enough to get back onto the boat now.
Would we be able to harvest any of the heads?
Oh, that's what I was thinking, man. You're speaking my language.
I mean, you can chop the heads off. I mean, there's kind of, from the damage done while it was next to the boat, there's some, bits and pieces of, chopped off heads on there. So you can get the heads easily enough. There's 5 of them.
Should we put all 5 heads on the what's it called, the front of the thing, like a ship head or whatever?
Like the skulls, not like the. Well, we can harvest its parts and stuff like that and see what we can get from it first. But yeah, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, that
Just
would be
like,
so
don't fuck with
fucking
us.
metal.
We've killed a Hydra.
Yeah.
If I can, I'd like to try disemboweling this thing to see if there's anything cool in it, like a nasty birthday present. And if there's
Okay.
nothing of interest in there, I'm gonna leave it. Actually, I'll take a bit of its like pelt scales or whatever.
In the process of skinning it, or whatever you want to do, you're looking for interesting things inside its gullet. You don't find anything inside its gullet. I'll say you can get the skulls out easily enough. So, anybody with a dagger can do that. But otherwise, make me a survival check, Eris, if you wish to skin this thing. And it's going to take you the rest of the day to do that. Because... how are you going to do it, though? The bulk of the creature is in the water. How are you going to get the creature from the water onto the boat in order to do it? I'm going to say with a 5, you completely butcher the job trying to get it on, skinning it in the water, and you get 0 useful parts from the Hydra except for 5 skulls.
I'm pretty strong and I can swim. I could bring it up.
Not that strong.
Okay.
It's pretty big, and also I just fucked it up real bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks a lot, Eris.
You're welcome.
Just kidding. Those
But-
5 heads were all I was interested in, to be honest. We're gonna
But-
make this ship look so cool, guys.
Okay, and you mount it to the front of the old Bessie, and looks good. And we'll say the rest of the journey happens uneventfully. Did I get to the right map? I did. And you make your way to the island of to the island, the Restless Island, to the village of Wolfsgrass. But that is where we'll pick it up next time. I assume you still have plans to head to Hollow Rock and talk to the person there who will helpfully lead you to where the chain is. Is that correct? Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks, guys. Sorry about the delay once again, but we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
For game.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.